Angry guy here, and American women are worried as men avoid relationships and become passport bros. American women are worried as men avoid relationships and become passport bros. It's something that's been happening for quite some time, but initially women made fun of the passport bros. First they ignored them, then they made fun of them, and now they are literally becoming not only infuriated, but outright very worried, in case some cases paranoid, distraught, that men in general are not having relationships with women anymore. They're walking away from relationships, dating, society as a whole, and they are becoming passport bros. They're going overseas, forming new lives and getting new wives. We're gonna go ahead and jump right into the video for you guys because that's just how you like it. And here we go.
Video called Modern Woman Says Men Have Created a Dating Crisis by Refusing to Date American Women. And the video he's reviewing comes from this lady, Jen Larson.
So the title of the video is Men Have Created a Dating Crisis for Refusing to Date American Women. We actually looked at some of this video a little bit in another video, but we're going to be going over some other factors here.
It's official. Let's go ahead and play Phil's video and then we'll come back.
So there's a lot of men that has been checking out of the dating process. They have said, you know, I have enough of these modern women in America. We sick of it. There's no reason to invest in these women whatsoever. I want you to check out this video we're going to review because, boy, even with statistics, it's getting worse for these modern women.
I have been so hesitant to post about this for two reasons. Number one, I don't like negativity and I don't want to be like the bearer of bad news. Number two, I didn't want to believe it. But after doing so much research and getting a lot of messages, I'm going to just deliver the unvarnished truth to you guys. I'm just going to lay it out straight. We're in a dating crisis. Not basically, we are. That's what's happening. So let me look at my research here because I don't want to mess it up. So men looking for casual dates and our relationships is down 50%. 50.
Okay, so she's saying that a lot of you men, you said you have checked out the process. You've checked out. Now, what she's not talking about is a lot of you men that flew out of here too. So you're not even on the dating scene because you're overseas trying to find you a wife over there. So now it's down 50%. Some men to say, I'm not even trying to fool these women. You know why they don't have to date you? Because a lot of them is just too easy to get. They'll lay down with you the first day. And listen, as a man get his rocks off or whatever, then that's all he needs. Let me tell you something. The dating process will go down to 100% checked out if tricking was legal in the U.S. If they made tricking legal, because notice they're making everything else legal, but they ain't making that legal. If they made that legal, none of them men to date y'all. What for? Because they can just go buy what they want to buy, get their little rocks off, and that's the end of it. They wouldn't, man. Boy, I'm telling you, you better hope they don't ever make that legal in the United States.
Since 2019, not since 1970.
Let's be very clear, guys. So if Sims could literally just go pay some money, buy it, that would be an everlasting nightmare for women in the United States, because you have men paying premium for something that's not even worth it. All right, you have men paying premium for something that's not even worth it. I was watching a channel called Sunshine something, and the guy who runs the channel, his name is Calvin. And there are men in the Philippines right now that they're literal Sims. And what's happening over there is you have guys over there doing things like buying cars for women who can't drive. You know, they're doing stupid stuff because the simple never stop simping. They're paying $100 for a $1 cup of coffee. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're willing to pay $100. It's still a $1 cup of coffee. That's not going to change. But these men are paying $100 for a $1 cup of coffee. What they're doing with these women, giving these women things that they have no business giving them. All right. For example, you go over to the Philippines, you get an apartment for $179 a month, right? In the United States, if you were living in New York, that same place would cost about maybe $7,000 in Manhattan. So Manhattan, maybe about 10,000. All right. Brooklyn, maybe around somewhere between 5 and 7,000. All right. Queens, around the same. For those of you that have never lived in New York is a very expensive place to live. California, $4,000 or $5,000. In the Philippines, same exact place. $179 a month. I want you guys to understand something. That there are a lot of men acting the fool. They go over there and they act the fool. All right? The reason why I bring this up is because here in the United States, it's the same crap. You have men paying $100 for a $1 cup of coffee. These women, a lot of these women, they're $1 cup of coffee. They are not gem pieces. They're not these incredible individuals, highly educated. And first off, a woman's education doesn't mean anything to us. But they're not these women that men are literally, they're not feminine. They don't cook. They don't clean. They don't provide the utility that men are looking for. And they're also not 10s. All right. A lot of these girls, they're 5s and 6s, but they want guys who are 10s, and they look down on guys who are 7s and 8s. Even so, she can be a 4, she can be a 5, but she's there dunking on guys that are 7s and 8s. All right. And she's looking at 9s and 10s. And a lot of guys in America have literally just accepted it that, you could be an 11 and what you'll end up getting is something like an 8. Like that's absolute madness. Like I was watching the Fresh and Fit podcast, and they were basically saying that the way it works for them is for high value men. What most high value men nowadays end up with are if you're an 11, then the kind of woman that you're going to end up getting is something like an 8. It's like 3 levels below you, 3 to 4 levels below you. So you can be 11, all right. So if you're an 11, then the woman that you're going to get is maybe an 8, like 7 to 8, 3 to 4 levels beneath you, 3 to 4 guys. And by the way, guys, if you're enjoying these videos, please go ahead and subscribe if you already haven't subscribed. Turn on notifications, never miss another video again. And hit the like button to tell YouTube that, YouTube, we want to see more videos like these from Angry Guy. And that will let YouTube know to recommend more videos in the suggested videos, and as well as put more of my videos on your homepage. And also, if you want to show some love, you can drop me some cash via Cash App. The link is in the description of the video. You can buy me some Red Bull so I can have my wings and continue to deliver the good word to you. Guys, men are walking away from this relationship because men see how toxic it is and they don't want to have anything to do with it anymore. Okay? And modern women are afraid that the average man no longer wants them because they know that the nonsense they've been doing in America is ridiculous. But they don't have any self-control. To be honest with you, a lot of women, they can't stop anymore. You have to understand that so many women today have gone through what we call the whole phase. I'd never heard of this. I had never heard of this, but this has been happening for a long time now, where women go through their whole phase and they think that it's a rite of passage, where they sleep with as many guys as they can, as rapidly as they can, and then after all of this, they do this for like 10 years, and then they want a nice guy, a plan B guy to come in and, and take care of them. Like, they don't realize their value is gone, and men are not going to. No man wants to be with a woman who has been promiscuous, that's been with tons of different guys, that's lived this type of life, and that thinks that it's a game. Thinks that it's funny. And on top of that, she also wants a man that's going to give her, going to provide, make us over $100,000 a year, over $1 million a year. You make less than this amount of money, you're a broke boy? You've got to be kidding me. When you look at the nature of America today, you realize that America and Western society, these countries are no longer for the people who keep them going. These countries are the people for the very wealthy, for the very wealthy. When you have people like Jay-Z and Beyonce buying a $200 million mansion, all right? While most people can never even grasp having even a small percent of that money over the course of their lives, at a single moment in their lives. These people are able to do these types of things. You understand that the wealthy in America, they live very, very different lives, so extremely different that when you go overseas to other countries, you can have 50,000 guys. You understand this kind of wealth in America is only confined to America. You go to other countries, this kind of wealth isn't there. All right. If you make $50,000 a year, let me correct myself. If you make $30,000 a year, you're in the top 1% of most of the world. Okay? You are in the top 1% of most of the world if you make $30,000 a year. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, but it's true. Making $3,000 a year in the Philippines is normal. With that amount of money, a lot of people they have a roof over their heads and they pay their bills. It's insane. What's happening in America is that women and the state are used men as just as drones that they extract wealth and resources from. All right? Think about this very carefully. The boss is paying you $30 an hour, but he's charging $200 an hour for your services. All right? You're being paid $30 an hour, but they're charging $200 an hour. $200. You're not, forget about half. They're not even giving you a fourth. All right? And in many cases, it's worse than that. In many cases, you've got these men working in companies. I was in a position like this before, where you're likely not even getting 10% of what you're generating for the company. There's a saying, boss makes $1 while I make a dime, and that's why I poop on company time. It's amazing because modern women don't seem to comprehend this, but they're going to begin waking up to it, that when men are born, over the course of a man's life, a man will leave a positive impact on the economy. So when a man passes away, he leaves a surplus. The amount of money he will generate over the course of his life will result in him leaving a surplus on the economy. He will put more money into the economy than he takes out over the course of his life. That's how it works in America. That's the only way that America can survive. The average woman, however, will take more money out of the economy. She will take more money from society than she puts in. So that means that through taxation, through programs such as women's health care and programs that help women and education, women will take more money from it'll take more to educate them. It'll take more to provide health care for them. It will take more to protect them. They will take more from society than they put in. So when women pass away at the end of their lives, they actually leave a deficit on society. All the money that pays for everything around us actually comes from men. These are facts. These are facts. Okay? The money that maintains society, that provides society, that keeps society going, comes from men. A large part of that also has to do with the fact of consumerism, because you have to understand that when you're putting all this money into the pockets of private companies, you're not helping society in and of itself. You're helping the rich to only get richer. Okay? The money that goes to maintain society, to keep the lights on, that comes from men. And the people that perform the labor, maintaining society, building society, again, men. Guys, I'll link you guys to this video in the description so you can watch it, check out the full video. But American women are worried as men avoid relationships and become password bros. And you're going to see the deterioration happening rapidly as women begin to realize that, hey, there's nothing there. The men are rushing out of the country. And a lot of these guys are saying, I would love to see the government try to stop us from leaving. I'd love to see them try to do that, because it's not happening. It would only incentivize more men to go. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments regarding all of this. And like I said, if you're enjoying the content I put out, considering sending me some Red Bull money so I can continue dropping more videos for you, because I'm dropping a ton of videos a day for you guys to keep you guys entertained and yeah, like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA Men walking away. And cheers.